That crash happened so quickly. That car seemed to have come out of nowhere. You fell before you even realized things were slippery. Accidents can happen and injuries can happen before you even know what's going on. And then it seems like before you even know it, the calls start. It might be an insurance adjuster demanding a recorded statement from you, or your doctor's office wanting to know when you're going to pay those medical bills and who's going to pay for the next one. Your boss wants to know when you're going to come back to work. And you're left trying to deal with pain, medical appointments, missed work, poor sleep, and an insurance claim process that feels way more complicated than it should be. If you were hurt in Richland Center or anywhere in Richland County after a car crash, trucking accident, farming accident, work injury, trip and fall, or just some other dangerous condition, you may be trying to figure out what Wisconsin personal injury claims actually require. A Richland Center personal injury lawyer can help you understand Wisconsin auto accident laws, premises liability rules, product liability statutes, and those important legal deadlines that may apply to your case. I'm Craig Steger. I'm a personal injury attorney with more than 20 years of experience handling serious injury cases, including taking trials against big insurance companies and corporations. Here are 3 things you should know after a Richland Center personal injury. First, you don't have to give a recorded statement right away, especially to the other driver or property owner's insurance company. You have a right to speak with an attorney first. Insurance adjusters will make recorded statements sound routine or not optional. They'll maybe try to tell you that they just want your side of the story, and they'll probably act like a claim can't move forward unless you get on the phone and answer their questions. But if you're in pain, on medication, recovering from surgery, confused, or just overwhelmed by everything, a recorded statement can create problems later on. At that early stage, you may not know the full extent of your injuries. Your doctors probably don't even know that. You may not know if there was any witnesses and what they saw or heard. You may not know whether there was video that captured some or all of what happened. You may not yet know whether there was a defective condition or dangerous or recalled product that contributed to your accident. You may not know whether there was particular safety rules that were violated. And you may not know whose insurance company is responsible and whether their policy provides coverage. So before you give a recorded statement, you need to understand who's asking for it, which insurance company they work for, and whether you're legally required to give it. Second, photograph and document the scene as soon as possible. This is especially important in almost every injury case because evidence disappears. If you fell on some ice, it gets salted or just melts. That broken step that was like that for years, it suddenly gets repaired. Wet floors get mopped. Cars and machinery get moved, repaired, or destroyed. That debris gets cleaned up. Skid marks will actually fade. If you could do it safely, take photos and video from as many angles as possible or have someone do that for you. You want to try and show the exact conditions that caused or contributed to your injuries, the surrounding area, obviously any vehicle damage, what farm machinery or other motor vehicles were involved. Capture the floors, stairs, doorways, parking lots, the machine that was involved in your accident. You want to get names and phone numbers of any witnesses. Try to write down exactly what happened in your own words while it's still fresh in your mind. And remember this, there may actually be surveillance video, could be from a nearby gas station, a home, or other business, but that video needs to be requested right away, otherwise in most places it gets deleted or recorded over. In a Richland Center personal injury claim, video evidence can be the difference between a strong case and one that the insurance company denies entirely. Third, and most importantly, get medical attention and follow your doctor's recommendations. This isn't the time to tough it out. That may be how you were raised, but after a serious injury claim, delaying treatment can hurt your health. It can also hurt your case, so get checked out. Make sure you tell the medical providers exactly what hurts and where it hurts. Now, don't exaggerate, but also don't minimize your injuries either. If your neck is hurting, make sure you tell them where your neck hurts and what kinds of things make it worse. If it's your back, make sure you let them know exactly which part inside of your back is hurting. if it was your shoulder, knee, hip, head, ribs, hands, anything else, make sure that you let your doctors know that so they can put it in your medical records. Even if one part of your body is hurt way more than the others, make sure that they all get included. If things make your symptoms worse over time, make sure you let them know that. Or if there are things that you're not doing or can't do now, make sure you let them know that as well. Try to follow their treatment plan. Go to the appointments. If your doctor refers you to a specialist or to get some additional imaging, make sure you follow up with that. If therapy is ordered, take it seriously. Do the home exercise and make sure that you complete it even if you start to feel better. Insurance companies love delays. They look for gaps in treatment, missed doctor's appointment. They'll look for any excuse to argue that you weren't actually hurt, or if you were, it was minor and you recovered very quickly. Good medical care helps protect your health, but it also helps create that important documentation needed to prove what this injury did to your life. A personal injury claim isn't just about paperwork, it's about proving what happened, about proving who was responsible, and showing exactly how this injury changed your work, your family life, your health, and possibly your future. This is true whether the case involves a car crash, a trucking accident, a work injury, a trip and fall, or some other type of serious injury. And if the worst happens, your family may need to speak with a wrongful death lawyer who understands Wisconsin law and the practical implications of a wrongful death case. After an injury in Richland Center or Richland County, don't let the insurance company control the timeline before you understand your rights and have a chance to talk to an attorney. If you have questions after a serious injury in Richland Center or the surrounding area, please call or talk to a lawyer. The consultations are going to be free. And if you want to understand what happens next, watch the next video on the screen or pinned below where I explain the entire process of a Wisconsin personal injury claim from start to finish.